Hello, I am Boggs, and this is a tutorial on how you can use made transitions on After Effects. As you can see, I have already created a simple cut over here in order to use as an example for the transition. And let's go find the transition that I have already placed, imported. Let's go to Liquid Transitions Pack, open it. And as you can see, I have a lot of them inside. In all my products that I'm selling, you can find all the items, of course, inside the download folder, but also you can find the preview all HTML file. And if you double click on it, your browser will open and you will be able to preview all the transitions and find fast what you want to use depending your needs. So let's take number 20. Okay, minimize it. By the way, you don't need to have an internet connection in order this to work. This is just local, as you can see. So let's minimize it, back to After Effects. Let's take 20 in and drag and drop it on top of the footage B. Then go to the beginning, align the transition like so, and select footage B, go to the track mate column. If you don't see it, hit F4 on your keyboard or toggle the switches over here and select Luma Mate. And now the transition occurs, and let's preview it a little bit. And when it's done, we see again the underneath footage. And that's because the transition isn't the same length as our footage over here. In order to fix that, there are two ways. You will select which one is best for you depending your workflow and how you like to work. I will show you both. The first one is to select the transition, hit Ctrl-Alt-T or right-click time, enable time remapping, as you can see over here, and extend the duration of the transition for as long as your footage underneath. And now the transition occurs and we still continue to see footage B until the end. I will undo. The other way is to firstly have no track mate, go to the end of the transition, zoom a bit, select footage B and hit Ctrl-Shift-D on your keyboard. Take the second part of the footage B and place it on top, and then over here we have transition and footage B, same length. I will take this, select the footage and go Luma Mate. And again the problem is fixed. It's not a problem, it's part of the procedure, and everything plays fine. This workflow is better when you want to use in the same footage an out transition. But if you don't need to do that and you just want to place a footage C, a third footage on top, and place again an in transition over here, then the first workflow is faster and has less layers. Okay, delete this footage. And let's place an out transition over here. Let's take the 20 out, again drag and drop on top, align it, go to the beginning of the transition this time, select footage, Ctrl-Shift-D, and now on this part of the footage, Luma Mate. And again we have the same result. And of course you can pre-compose these layers in order to have just one layer. Okay, I will undo it. And that's how you use the transitions inside After Effects. A couple of tips. In case you want to replace a transition, the fastest way to do that is to go to the transition, select it, find the transition that you want to use instead, holding Alt, drag it and drop it on top of the other, still holding Alt, and when you do that, it replaces the previous one. And now you have a new transition, as you can see. And a new one, maybe you have to a little bit realign the layers, but that's not a problem. And you have that kind of effect. Also, you can use an out transition as an in, and the only thing you have to change is that, let's take the out, okay, replace it. Now you will see that from the underneath footage, we are going to on top footage, and then again underneath. And that's because it's working the opposite way. And in order to fix that, we just have to go to the footage, and instead of Luma, use Luma Inverted Mate. And now the out transition plays just fine, like if it was an in transition. And that's all. Thank you very much for watching. If you want to check the transitions, they are in the description link. I hope this was helpful and you did understand my accent, hopefully. Anyway, I wish you a great day. Bye. Cheers.